Hello, this is Decimal and welcome to Synth News. Today I want to talk about Behringer's post about the QT32 Play with 127 MIDI sounds and drum sets included, as well as CV out. So essentially this is a MIDI controller that they're teasing. They think that they can offer it for $129, but it's still a prototype and they will build it if you are interested. So yeah, looking at this firsthand, it's another MIDI controller. Not super excited about that. I am interested in the price point, however, if they can actually release it for that price. There is a little screen that we can see right here. What is the programmable features of this synth? Can we reroute it? And what's the workflow essentially? But there's also a little controller knob thing on the top left, so that's something else to consider. Maybe that could be used for pitch bending and other things. Also, when they say 127 MIDI sounds, what exactly do they mean? What is the engine that is creating these sounds? Is it digital? I highly doubt it's analog. Is it FM? Like, I'm just curious to see what these MIDI sounds exactly are. Are they sort of like a DAW? Like, I'm just curious. I would love for them to elaborate on this. This prototype seems to have a sustain in, and also it has an output headphone out. So my question is, will the samples or the drums stored in the unit, will they be mono or stereo? And can you put your own samples? How will the sample management work? What's the memory size? These are all questions that I have about this MIDI controller. There's also the possibility that there are no samples and this is all done by some sort of digital engine. I don't know what exactly Behringer has planned even with this prototype, so let me know what you guys think. How are these sounds going to be managed? Why don't we look at some of the comments to see what people are thinking? Aaron P says, looks interesting. Jeffrey says, I think you should send me one to let me play around with it, happy face. Joe Morris says, what would the sounds be, GM? Yeah, that's my question too. And then Slash Camp says, release the synths you've promised us already, then start new projects. Hey, I think that's a good idea, you know, maybe instead of announcing a bunch of stuff, work on things that you have announced before, finish them. Dr. Ozma says, look decent. What do you guys think about this MIDI controller drum machine? I don't really know. Could it manage samples? Let's just call it a MIDI controller prototype for now. Let me know in the comments down below, and thank you very much for watching, and peace out.